Hey there, everybody. I'm Brian Volpone, and this is the Steady Steps Podcast. This is where we explore how small intentional choices shape your life. Today's episode is about something that we all wrestle with. It's about our time. But it's not just a lecture about productivity or about how to get more done. And it's not even a discussion about whether something is a worthwhile use of your time. This is about something that's even deeper than that. It's about choosing. Most often, we drift through our hours without ever really choosing what we're doing. But every moment is an opportunity to decide instead of drift. And that's what we're talking about today. How small decisions made on purpose can help you reclaim your time, and by doing that, make each day feel like a win. So let's talk about it.
Okay, so let's kick things off. Have you ever gotten to the end of your day, maybe even just, the end of an hour, and you look back and just think, where did that time actually go?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's that feeling like you had plans, maybe a list, or just this general idea of what you wanted to do.
Right, but it feels like you were just drifting. The hours just vanished, like you were on autopilot.
Total autopilot. It's incredibly common, that feeling of just moving through things without really being present.
And just to be clear, for this deep dive, we're not really here to judge what you were doing. Resting, scrolling social media, doing chores, watching something, that can all be totally fine, even necessary sometimes.
Exactly. The real focus here, what we want to dig into, isn't the activity itself. It's about intentionality.
Intentionality. So did you actually choose to do that thing, or did it sort of just happen to you?
That's the crucial difference. When time disappears like that, when you feel like you've lost the reins, it nearly always boils down to a lack of conscious attention.
So you weren't really present in the choices, or maybe the non-choices you were making.
Precisely. Our brains are actually wired for this. They love autopilot. It saves energy. It automates routine, so we don't have to think about every single little thing.
It's efficient, basically. Not a bug, but a feature.
It's a feature, a highly evolved one, but it also means we often have to actively, consciously override that system to be intentional.
And even small, purposeful decisions can make a big difference then in feeling more in control.
Oh, incredibly impactful.
Okay.
Tiny choices made with purpose. They help you reclaim that control over your day, your hour, even just the next 10 minutes. It shifts you from just being there to actually engaging.
Okay, so if autopilot is the brain's default, how do we actually, snap out of it? What's the shift? Is it this idea we talked about, the drift versus the decision?
That's it. That's the core distinction.
Because, think about it. How often do we just float from one thing to the next? An email notification pops up, then we check the phone, then we wander to the kitchen. No real pause to ask why.
Just drifting along. It can be driven by habit, for sure, or stress, feeling overwhelmed.
Or just being plain tired. Or, let's be honest, the constant pull of distractions everywhere. We all do it.
We all do. The real turning point, the kind of pivotal moment, happens when you consciously stop, just for a second.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, okay, I am choosing to do this right now.
Okay, so that simple act of stating the choice, that brings back the feeling of agency.
Immediately. You're not just reacting anymore, you're taking charge. It's like you said with the boat analogy earlier, you're actually steering, even if it's just a tiny turn instead of just drifting.
I like that, steering the boat. Even a small turn changes where you end up eventually.
Exactly. You become the captain, not just a passenger. The trick is remembering to grab the wheel, because our brains do prefer that path of least resistance. Conscious choice takes a little effort.
A little effort, but it adds up, right? So let's make this really concrete. Can we talk through some everyday examples? Like, where does this drift versus decision thing show up?
Yeah, absolutely. Real-world examples make it much clearer.
Okay, how about the phone? We've all been there, right? You pick it up just to check the time, and suddenly, half an hour's gone, lost in some scrolling black hole.
The phone black hole, yes. That's pure drift. Picking it up out of habit, no real purpose, just scrolling.
But the decision version would be?
The decision is picking it up and saying, okay, I feel stressed. I'm choosing to scroll TikTok for exactly 10 minutes for a mental break.
Yeah.
There's intention, there's a boundary.
Got it. Purposeful escapism, almost. Okay, another one. Netflix. The autoplay trap.
Oh, the autoplay. So easy to just let it roll. One episode becomes 3, becomes half the night.
That's drifting, just sliding into it without deciding.
The decision version is, I want to unwind. I'm choosing to watch one episode, then I'll turn it off and go to bed. You're using it, not letting it use you.
One more errands or chores. Sometimes you just start doing random stuff around the house, right? Wash one dish, pick up one sock, wander around.
Yeah, reacting to clutter. You end up feeling scattered, exhausted, like you were busy but didn't achieve much direction. That's drift.
So the decision would be more like,
Like saying, okay, I'm going to tackle the kitchen first for 30 minutes, then I'm done with chores for today. Grouping tasks, setting a clear goal, maybe even planning a reward, like intentionally leaving time to relax afterwards. Proactive, not reactive.
it's those internal conversations, isn't it? Nobody else might know if you chose to scroll or just drifted into it.
But you know, you feel it inside. That awareness is everything, and it gets stronger the more you practice it.
Okay, so that awareness is key. And you mentioned something about the power of small actions.
Yes, this leads perfectly into mini wins. The power of 10 minutes. We massively underestimate what 10 minutes of focused, intentional action can do.
We really do. We think we need these huge blocks of time to make any difference.
Right. But 10 focused minutes, you can totally shift your mood, your momentum, your whole outlook for the next hour. It breaks that feeling of being stuck.
So what can you actually do in just 10 minutes that makes a difference?
Oh, lots of things. Think about just straightening up your desk. Not a deep clean, just clearing the surface. Creates mental space.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Or maybe tidying one small corner of the kitchen.
Exactly. Wiping down the counter, loading a few dishes, reduces that visual clutter, feels manageable. Or maybe you could write and send that one quick email you've been putting off.
Ooh, yeah, the ones that just hang over you. Getting it done in 10 minutes would feel great.
Huge relief. Or think about non-task things. 10 minutes of just quiet reflection, some stretching, deep breathing to recenter yourself when things feel chaotic.
A deliberate pause. That's powerful too. Or even just starting that nagging task you've been avoiding. Just the first step.
Precisely. Just breaking the inertia. Any of those things done intentionally in 10 minutes proves to yourself that you can choose. It's a tiny act of rebellion against the drift.
I love it. A tiny act of rebellion, and it builds momentum, you're saying.
Absolutely. Small choices build momentum. 10 minutes might not fix your whole day, but it can absolutely change the direction of the next hour. It creates a little ripple.
And this connects to a bigger idea you mentioned. Time as a trust.
Yes. Think about time like money. It's a resource. You can manage it wisely, you can spend it thoughtfully, or you can just let it slip through your fingers.
Squander it, basically.
Right. And how you choose to spend your time, well, it says a lot about what you actually value. If you say you value, I don't know, creativity, but all your free moments are spent drifting online.
There's a disconnect.
There's a disconnect. Aligning your time with your values requires that intentionality. Asking, is this how I want to invest this moment? It's about being a good steward of the time you have.
That's a really powerful way to put it. Because the hard truth about time, once it's gone, it's gone. You can't earn it back, can't replay it.
It's the ultimate non-renewable resource.
But, and this is the hopeful part, I think you can always choose to start using it more intentionally right now, in this very moment.
Always. Every second is a fresh chance to grab that rudder again.
And it's fascinating, isn't it? Time is the one thing we all get equally, 24 hours a day. Rich, poor, everyone.
40 minutes. Same for everyone.
And how we choose to use those minutes. That really shows what matters most to us, what we're building or what we're just letting happen.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, maybe the core question to leave everyone with is this. How do you want to feel about today when it's over?
Yeah. That end of day feeling, satisfaction, peace, maybe just presence, it often comes back to those intentional choices made throughout the day. So to help you keep that intentionality front and center, maybe carry these questions with you. First, ask yourself right now, what am I truly choosing to do right now? Challenge that drift.
Good one. Make it active.
Then, is this really how I want to spend the next 10 minutes? Is it serving you? And if you feel stuck, what's one productive or even just centering thing I could choose to do right now?
Just one small thing to shift the energy.
Exactly. And finally, maybe the big one. When I look back tonight, what's going to matter more? This thing I'm doing now or something else I could be doing?
That really puts it in perspective what will resonate later.
Yeah. What will truly matter when the day is done? Something to think about.
Okay, so the average person probably has two major time wasters in their life. One of them is watching TV, and the second one is doing stuff on your phone. The average person checks their phone between 150 and 200 times a day. They touch their phone well over 2,000 times a day, and they usually spend 4 to 5 hours on their phone each day. Those are the mindless or directionless activities that dominate our lives. And so many things clamor for our attention and demand our time. It's easy to let outside influences or even our own boredom or lack of focus waste our minutes and our hours and our days. I really believe this is the key to being good stewards of what's been given to us. Instead of drifting, choose what you're going to do. You don't have to schedule your day down to the minute, but you do have the power to choose how you'll spend the next few moments. If you want to get practical, here are a few small things you can try. First one is pause before you jump into the next thing and just ask, what do I want to do next? I like to ask, what's something productive I could do? Second is set a 10-minute timer and give that time a clear name like rest or reset or focus. And third is track one day. Look back and note which hours were intentional versus how many were just on autopilot. And these aren't huge changes, but they help you move from reacting to choosing. And that's our focus, choosing how we want to spend our time. Thanks for listening to this podcast. If this episode has helped you pause and think, would you take a minute and like and subscribe and even share it with a friend? Because that would be a great use of your time. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next episode.
You've been listening to the Steady Steps podcast. Thoughtful moments and practical insights to help you walk a more intentional path. This show is written and produced by Brian Volpone with M1016 Productions. Our theme music is generated with Mubert. AI voice performances and discussions are supported by Notebook LM, Gemini, and ChatGPT. You can learn more, listen to past episodes, or get in touch at steadystepspodcast.com or email us at any time at steps@steadystepspodcast.com. Thanks for listening and keep taking steady steps.